Right, so I'll go through the chromatic scale starting on D, okay, and hopefully I've positioned the camera a little bit more over the top of my hand on the keyboard, so hopefully you can get a better view. So I'm starting with my thumb on D in the right hand next to middle C, and every black key that I'm going to play I will always use my third finger, and on the white keys I use my thumb. There are two places along the scale where I use my second finger. So the second finger only comes twice within the chromatic scale. Okay, and it's the two places where you've got no black key in between. So there I will use my thumb and my second finger. Try to think about the way the fingers fall on your hand. So 1 and 2 falls that way, so you shouldn't cross them over at all like that. They should always be in the order in which they fall on your hand. So whether I'm going up the scale or coming down, it's always in that order. Try not to do that. You can see I've crossed the fingers over, that's wrong. Okay, so let's start from the beginning with my thumb on D. Black key uses the 3, thumb comes under to play the E. Now it's the second finger. Okay, if you want to remember the note in the right hand, it's on F, or if you want to make a written note about that, then it's just going to be the 3, the 1, the 3, the 1, the 3, the 1, and here's the other second finger on C this time, and 3 and 1. Okay, so I'll do that going up again, starting with my thumb on D. This is a chromatic scale starting on D, just the 1 octave, no further. Thumb, then 3, thumb, then 2 on F, then 3, thumb, 3, thumb, 3, thumb, 2 on C, 3 and thumb. Now if I go back down again, back to the thumb, back to the third finger on the black key, make sure the 2 goes first on the C, then it's 3, thumb, 3, thumb, 3, 2 on the F, thumb, 3 and thumb. So going back down again from the top, 3 on the black key, 2 on C, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2 on F, thumb, 3 and finish on thumb. The left hand, I'm going to start 1 octave below on that D, and again the same rules apply. The third fingers go on every black key, just the third finger. The thumb on the white keys, so I'm going to use my second finger, but again only twice along the scale, and this time the second finger will go on E and B. So it's not the same as the right hand, E and B. So again, if you want to make a note of that, again, because the fingers fall in that way on your hand, so I'm not crossing those 2s and 1s over at all. So starting with my thumb on D, I'm bringing my third finger over to the black key. Now the second finger on E, thumb, 3, thumb, 3, thumb, 3, 2, 1, 3 and thumb. So just watch that again. Thumb, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3 and 1. Now going back down, the 3 goes to the black key. Now the thumb comes first because it's got to go in the order of my hand, 1, 2 and 3. Thumb, 3, thumb, 3, 1, 2, 3 and thumb. So that's your chromatic scale on D. Now you weren't sure about the arpeggio. Remember, you've finished with broken chords now, so we're concentrating on learning a new type of exercise called an arpeggio. So the arpeggio, we're only doing C major, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, you're only doing C major. So the notes of the chord C, E, G and C, that's the same as your broken chord, the same 3 notes, but we're adding and doubling the C bottom and top of the chord. Okay, so you do need to spread your hand to do an arpeggio. In the right hand, it's the thumb, the second finger, the third finger, swing under, so really turn under quite hard, push that elbow up and out, thumb to C, then I'm repeating 2, 3 and 5. So let's just do going up the arpeggio, 1, 2, 3, swing and tuck the thumb under, 2, 3 and 5. Then I come back down exactly the same way, so try to keep the fingers where they were, so you can just go back to them. Now this time I'm swinging over my thumb with my third finger, and if you miss out 2 white keys there, you'll find the G a lot more easily. So coming down the arpeggio, 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, left hand, again, I start 1 octave lower in my left hand, and same notes, C, E, G and C. This time I'm using 4 and 2, so keep the hand, the fingers nice and curved. Oops, that was a bit loud. Okay, this time I swing the 4th finger over, so don't straighten the fingers, keep them tucked under or tucked in. So the 4th finger goes to E, 2nd finger to G and thumb to C. Okay, just watch that left hand again. 4, 2, 1, over with the 4, 2 and 1. Now I'm going to go back down again, 2, 4, swing under with the thumb. So here you've got to tuck that thumb under and really push the arm up and out. So my thumb's on C. Again, if you miss out 2 white notes, you can find where the G is, then the E and the C. So watch that coming down again in the left hand, from C to G to E, swing under the thumb to C, miss 2 white notes, to G, to E and C. Okay. With your hands together scales, I think I'm just going to suggest you just stick with C major for the moment. Okay, and maybe we'll just do it in little stages. So starting with your hands 1 octave apart, let's just do 1 octave first. So after the 3rd finger in the right hand, I turn my thumb. Then I turn over with my left hand, turn under with my right hand, so I've got those C's with both thumbs. So let's just do that 1 octave. So turn under in the right, turn over in the left, and meet together on the C's. Okay, now I'm going to go back down. So starting with those C's, this is where the 4th finger comes over in the right hand. And then once you get to the 3rd fingers, you've got to turn under in the left hand. Then over in the right hand to finish. Okay, so I'm going back up to the C's. This is halfway between the 1st octave and the 2nd octave, but I'm not going to do the 2nd octave. So I suggest maybe you just do this 1 octave at the moment in your practice. So starting on the C's, coming down, I must bring the 4 over in the right hand. Then when I get to my 3's, I turn under with the left hand. Then I'm almost there, turn over with the right hand.